All right. We are joined by Encik Bujang Hussin and his wife, Madam Marjian Suud. Thank you so much for joining us on the LITE Breakfast.
Most welcome. Yeah, most welcome.
First of all, Selamat Hari Raya.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So how's it, the Raya here in Kuala Lumpur? I know you're originally from Kuching and you can't get back to Kuching this year. So how was Raya in Kuala Lumpur this year?
This year is much quieter. The quietest actually Hari Raya because we are, stuck in the house and could not move out that much. But we did have
usually?
a Zoom Raya with our children. Yeah.
Where are all your children?
We got 3 kids, so we were Zooming on the first day. Yeah.
Are they all around in Malaysia or overseas?
All here.
All here in KL.
Ah, okay. But you didn't get them to come visit you on the first day?
Later in the evening, they did come. First it was Zoom. Then the youngest one was not so happy with us. Could we come and see mom and daddy? He said, okay lah, yeah. Subject to SOP.
Yeah, it's allowed. It's allowed.
Yeah,
first
it
day
is
of
allowed
Raya.
first day.
Yeah.
Wearing mask and self-distancing. Yeah.
All right, now, well, today we're gonna talk to you not so much about Raya, but about your love story. You have a very interesting love story. Because this is our segment called Sweethearts. And I hear that both of you first met in primary school. Is that true?
Yes. Primary 4.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were in the same class in primary 4?
Yeah. 1963, long time ago.
But at that time, I mean, were you friends or did you just know each other as classmates?
It's classmates.
Classmates, yeah, just classmates.
So there was no love early on.
No. Too young, too young to worry about being in love.
So at that point, you were just worry about studies first, right? Yeah. So at that point, you knew each other as classmates, but were you in the same class all throughout? Primary 5, primary 6, secondary school? No.
And from primary 4 until Form 3, we were together. But in secondary school, we were in the different classes. Except for the last, for Form 2, we were in Form 2A, and Form 3, we are in Form 3A, same class. Yeah.
Wow, Encik Bujang, you remember all this, huh?
You always recycle the story.
Kata tak ada love, but I bet you
to rekindle the feeling.
To remember.
Every golden moment, every golden moment. Yeah.
It's very repetitive stories. I tell you.
Okay, so you were and then after that, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, you were in different schools already, was it?
Form 4, Form 5, I was in Tanjong.
Yeah, I was in Bintulu, and she went to Tanjong Form 4 and Form 5.
Where's Tanjong?
Tanjong Lobang, Miri.
Now it's called Tunku Abdul Rahman College.
Tunku
Haji Bujang College.
Yeah, Tunku.
In Miri.
Yes, Tunku Haji
Like
Bujang College.
Tanjong Lobang College.
Yeah.
What did you like when you met? Were you both in Kuching at the time?
We are originally from Bintulu.
Bintulu. We were both of us. I mean, she's from Muka actually. I'm from Bintulu. Yeah.
Okay.
We were at secondary school was Bintulu Government Secondary School then.
Okay. Nice. I have been to Bintulu also. My uncle used to work there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, but I know Encik Bujang, you told me this previously that you met again in university. Is that right?
We met again. I went to study in Australia. I came back 1974 for my holidays. We met again in 1974. So there was a gap of several years.
Not knowing each other.
Not knowing each other. So in 1974, I was in Bintulu, then I was trying to link up with her again lah. Kawan lama kan. So trying to find what's going on in her life and things like that.
So you
was
actually made the first move in Cik Bujang. It wasn't because like you accidentally met each other and then sparks flew. You made the first move. You called her out.
Yeah. We went out when we were in Kuching. Yeah. Just have a chit chat. There's nothing there actually. Just old friend looking up for another old friend. But
I'm looking at Puan Marjian. Puan Marjian's looking at the story is different, according to my head.
It's the same.
It's the same story.
Yeah, very positive. It's the same. I was working in Kuching. That's why we met in Kuching.
But after so many years of not hearing from each other or not seeing each other, were you surprised, Puan Marjian, to get a call from Encik Bujang out of the blue?
Yes, of course. He got my address from my father in Bintulu. So he was a bit persistent to look for me.
I did a bit of homework. Since I was dropping by Kuching, I said, why not just give her a call and have a chit chat.
And when he went back to Australia from his holiday, he continued with letters. Writing letters.
Yeah.
So from those letters, it developed better.
Those are the moments.
We still keep those letters. Very
wow. So
we wrote to each other very regularly. And I always look forward to receive those letters. My heart started pumping. Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody smash against the window or the glass door.
Yeah, I bumped into a glass door because my friends were telling me there was a package, from Malaysia. And I rushed and bumped into a glass door. My God. And then actually the package contained a cassette.
Blindly in love.
Yeah. It was just the beginning, DJ, JD, the beginning of it, the blossom. And I look at the cassette got this song by the, if you Mercy's group, the Mercy.
Jauh Disayang.
And one of the songs, Jauh Disayang.
So hinting to him.
So Puan Marjian, you send the package to him, cassette. So you did a mixtape for him.
Yeah. Because in the old days, we are not that frank as the girls now, Yeah. So we use other methods to show that we care for that person.
So technically, Puan Marjian, that means you tackled him.
Yes. There was sort of both effort,
Both effort, yeah. But let me get back to the earlier part again. So Encik Bujang, when you went back to Bintulu, you asked Puan Marjian's dad for her contact, right? For her address and for her contact. Why is that?
Exactly.
Means even during Form 3, you already had eyes for her, is it?
Form 3, maybe 0.1% lah. 0.1%. And but it's a fleeting type of
puppy love
feeling, But when I came back, I saw the father and I said, oh, maybe I should ask how do I get contact with? How can I contact her again?
Okay.
So
it wasn't.
The opportunity was there.
It wasn't that you specifically went to her father and asked for her contact, remembering her from Form 3.
Actually, that was it. I because she was a friend, so I thought why not get in touch, balik lah, because I don't know what was happening in her life. I was just curious.
Because we didn't have Facebook at that time, right?
No Facebook. My children keep on asking, how did you two contact? There's no phone, no handphone, nothing. How did we contact to meet? to meet in Kuching.
Yeah. So
So how
By
did
phone.
you? So how did you meet up in Kuching? You called her home
by
number.
phone, by
He
phone.
used the public phone
Uh,
contacting me.
see the effort public phone. Clang. I got the number, so call. Yeah.
But I love this, like, love via letters, right? Love letters. It's so rare in this day and age. Like even
Yes.
emails, they feel very impersonal, sort of, right? It's not written with your own sweat, you know.
Yes.
We still keep those letters. Very, very thick
Really?
from him.
Yeah, we keep. It's a memories of our love.
It's like his diary, you know. We say, I'm going to take bath now. So continue taking bath with that letter, one letter. So I have to wait for quite some time for the letter to reach me. Because
Oh,
it's
so
a
he will-
diary.
You mean he will end the letter like, I'm going to go take my bath now, and then write another letter after his bath?
Continue the same letter.
Continue that letter. So by the time I finish, it's about 10, 15 pages thick. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, don't be surprised.
It's a novel.
Yeah, 10 to 15 pages.
Kids nowadays express their feeling through Facebook, but we use it through letters. Nobody knows.
And not even just one page or 2 page, 10 to 15 pages of
Never,
letters.
never. It's a story, you know. It's just giving the other person some sense of what's happening. So I really enjoy writing those letters. I tell you.
You know what, Encik
Sometimes
Bujang, you
when-
should publish. You should compile those letters and publish.
Oh,
a
no,
book.
no, it's too
Oh.
personal.
Too personal. No, it's for your cucu cicits next time. You see.
No, they
No.
learn from us.
Wait,
Oh,
what did you guys
wow.
really write in there now?
I beg your pardon?
What did you guys really write in there now? I'm trying to figure out now.
There's things going around our
Life.
I love to tell her stories about what I did in Australia,
Alright.
where I went, places that I visited, you know. So that's why the letters become thicker, and only certain moments, some feeling lah, you know. But it's more like
We
keeping
went
each other
back to
updated.
Australia kan in 90, what year was that?
To
To look at the
2008.
places you
Yeah.
studied.
We went back to see
Together, yeah.
the university I studied,
The
the colleges I stayed.
The lodging you stayed in.
Yeah.
That must have been nice to finally put the words into a picture,
Reality.
right?
Yeah.
For Puan Marjian.
Yeah.
So what was it that attracted you then to each other? Maybe we can start with Encik Bujang first. What attracted you to your wife?
For me, I find that she's witty, you know, intelligent, and very sweet. So I felt that pull towards that personality that she has.
How about you,
And
Puan
of
Marjian?
course,
Yes, Ed.
she's beautiful as well.
Of course.
I was attracted to him because he was one of the smartest kids in the school. You know? When we were in primary school, he always topped the class. Even at one time, I even looked for a pencil yellow color just to match his.
Secret admirer.
Yeah.
Secret
Then I
admirer.
saw
I was
him
about to say
debating.
that.
I saw him debating, you know, in front of the stage. So I got admire him for his intelligence.
And then when he called you up to meet up in Kuching, did sparks fly at the time, or did we just, was it just
my
like,
feeling
oh,
was
friend? Yeah.
Like that, Adela.
Ah.
You know, you have never been out with another man. Of course, get scared, you know. I was a very quite secluded kind of upbringing. My mother was very strict. I never go for outings, you know. So bila nak jumpa another boy like that time, quite scary lah.
But I'm
Excited
sure,
but scary.
yeah, excited but scary.
Yes, excited. Yes.
So how long
Yeah,
did
very
this?
romantic. Jadi.
Yes.
How long did this courtship or this letter writing went on for before you both decided that yes, we should get married?
You came back kan after your
Yeah,
study.
I came back end of 1976. I finished my studies then, and we met again. That's when we
That's when
decided.
sparks really fly.
That's when really fly because all those emotion in the letters now is face to face. So
FTF.
we really sort of get into it, and we decided to get married because I came back end of 76. We got married
77.
December 77. Yeah. So I didn't want to waste any time. Yeah.
That's a good choice.
So, yeah, when you talk about how long was about, we began to be sort of close to each other.
Getting to know each other through
75
letters
through the
and all.
letters. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
75. We were just writing towards the end of 75. We start to be more sayang word lah coming into the correspondence. For example, I would end the letter by Jang Mu, your Jang,
Oh.
something like that. So when the reply came back, Yan Mu, there's something going on there.
Yeah, both of you
Some feeling,
declaring that you are each other's, right?
Yeah, definitely. So when we met, when I came back, when we met, it was as if we carried on from there. There was, must be just a continuation of a relationship. Except then it was face to face.
Yeah. Okay, so that was about 3 years that you took to get to know each other. Within those 3 years, did you have your eyes on any other woman, or did you have your eyes on any other man at the same time?
Nahi.
Tidak ada.
One and only. The one and only.
What did your friend say? You saw my picture in the...
Yeah, when I was in Australia, I kept a picture on my desk. Yeah. And I have this Melbourne group of friends. They kept reminding me of that. They kept telling her, he was only onto you. Big picture on the desk. Every time I open his door, there's the picture looking at us.
They tease me, these friends of his in Melbourne now. When we met them now, we have to bow at the picture before we enter the room. Nonsense.
Oh my God, that's the best.
But Marjian,
I still kept that picture.
You still have that picture?
Yeah. By the way, I have a picture here when we were in primary 5. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you take this picture together or you put it together? You were both seated next to each other.
By our teacher.
Yeah, it was taken by our teacher. At that time, we were not really, we just classmates.
Yeah.
But because we happened to be the top 4 students, so the teacher decided to take a picture of us.
And he sent to us when we were already married.
He kept this picture. One Hari Raya, we went to his house, and he said, hey, I have some old pictures of you. So he showed this to us, and he emailed a copy. And we keep this to remember. Yeah.
Amazing. I forgot what I wanted to ask already just then. That picture is really amazing. Now, I'm sure, you've been married now for about 42 years.
Right? 43.
Yeah.
43 years this year.
Yes.
I'm sure there's been highs and lows because you met at such a young age and both of you did not sort of date anyone else or get to know anyone else, So you were essentially Encik Bujang, you were Puan Marjian's first boyfriend and now husband, and vice versa, right?
Yes.
So share with us some of the challenges that you've had to go through in your 43 years long marriage, and how you actually work together to overcome it.
I think the major challenge for us was bringing up our kids, because we were moving from Bintulu to Kuala Lumpur, and in Kuala Lumpur we moved a few times. So getting the kids to various schools, universities was a challenge, and because both of us were working parents, so that was the main challenge for us. But we got through that.
Yeah, bringing up kids in this Kuala Lumpur environment is a bit tough.
Yeah.
Because they have all the karaokes, all these discos, So you really have to refresh those challenges. But I'm glad they are all grown up now, and then they are good children.
Did you have to go through many arguments about the children?
No.
Normally when he talk to the children, I never interfere.
Yeah.
Just let him, and then I don't side anyone, or and then I don't interfere. I don't side the children, not in front of him.
Okay, so he is the disciplinarian in the family.
Yes, he is a disciplinarian.
Yes,
he is.
So someone has to be.
I'm too soft for them.
Someone has to make sure they're on the right path and doing something good, something positive.
In 43 years, there's never been an argument. Because I realized one thing, me and my wife, we just got married recently. Maybe this is the second year that we've been married. First year already got arguments already.
Oh, we have. I mean, no big argument. Maybe just some disagreement on certain issues, like where to send our kids to school, which universities.
Our policy is that we don't carry it too long, not the grudges. We don't carry it to the next day.
Yes.
Or let's settle it during bedtime.
Before going to sleep, count him. Any disagreement, that's the rule. Oh, I mean, SOP lah.
SOP.
Not written, just our understanding on that. Before we go to sleep that night, everything must be clear. As well, how to sleep, man?
Yeah.
You'll be tossing.
While sleeping at the
nightmares.
Or kicked out of the bed or something.
No, don't allow that. Because when you marry, you have kept a vow with Allah that you will keep your husband.
Yeah.
You jaga him, So you always think of that vow you have with your God, that you will help each other.
Yeah.
So it's a lot
more like now it's more sayang lah as you grow old.
Yes. Exactly.
More sayang, more kesian,
Why? Why more sayang now and not when he was younger?
I would say,
because there are only two of us. My children are all with their families, so we only have each other.
Yeah.
So anything, we should be helping each other.
Exactly. So it's going all graciously together, Yeah.
And that's what marriage are supposed to
so
be, right?
We have those SOPs, that we sort of believe in to keep the momentum going forward.
We have to trust each other, trust, respect.
So we are fortunate.
All this is learned throughout the marriage. It's not like before you got married, you sat down and said, "This is what we're gonna do in our marriage."
No.
Right?
We learn.
That's
part of life.
Yeah, we learn as we go along. We do a lot of adjustment. See, this is one thing that people sometimes don't realize. When two persons get married, right? There's always something unknown about the other person.
Yeah.
And
Courting is different.
Yeah, courting is beautiful. It's all romantic,
all rosy, you know.
Once you live under one roof, a lot of things begin to show up.
Even
Things that you may not be that happy with.
yeah.
It's a process of adjustment.
Some people, even the way the toothpaste is squeezed pun jadi gaduh.
We don't bother with the small issues.
And then sometimes the cup is not washed,
Yeah.
jadi gaduh. These are little things you should overlook.
Yeah, because some people are so fussy for little thing and become a
Big issues.
big argument, you know. Why don't you flush the toilet? Something like that.
So
You
how
do your
did
business, you must flush the toilet.
so how did the both of you go through all this? Like, so Puan Marjian, you're not really fussy about all these things, or you just tutup satu mata like that, let it go?
I'm fussy. I like order, you know. Everything is in order, even my kitchen. I make sure it's all in order. But if you see all small thing which doesn't make you happy, just forget it, you know. Just move on.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't make it too big.
Don't-
Sampai it obscure your love for each other.
Yeah. Big picture always.
Big picture.
Small thing, trivial things, just let it go.
Okay. I remember when I was talking to you earlier in Bujang, you actually told me something which is quite interesting. You mentioned something about giving your spouse the space. Yeah. But do you think distance really makes the heart grow fonder?
When I mention space, it means giving giving her freedom to pursue her interest. And to have her own a group of friends.
I went out with my group of friends at breakfast, sometimes lunch. He doesn't stop me.
Yeah, so I said, you go, you have your own girls club, just go ahead, because I know that makes her happy. And if she's happy, I'm happy. So I don't want to make her feel that I'm controlling her movement, things like that. So that's what I mean by space. She has her own hobbies like knitting,
crochet. I like crochet. Make my own bags.
Yeah. So when she is focused on that, she's in her own world. So I wouldn't disturb her. So that's what I mean by giving space.
Okay.
And we find times in the
them...
day, for instance, where we don't communicate very much, meaning she's doing her thing, I'm busy with my own work, so it's good that way, you know?
Yeah, we don't intrude into each other too much.
That's right.
So do you think it's unhealthy if, you know, a husband and wife couple works together and stays together and spends 24/7 together?
No,
like now, I mean.
No, do you think it's unhealthy for couples, married couples, to spend the whole entire day together 24/7?
I don't think it is unhealthy. I think it's a matter of how your attitude is towards your partner, towards the other person. I think it's all about adjustment, tolerance, understanding.
High level of tolerance.
She has many things she loves to do, like cooking new dishes. I mean, it's for me. It's go on, go ahead. I'm ready to be experimented on.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that.
My guinea pig.
Cook a new dish. I'm the first one to try that before we serve to our children, for instance.
But do you give your honest opinion in Bujang, or you say what she wants to hear?
Very dishonest opinion on the food. Sometimes I feel the food is not good, but he says, yes, nice, it's good.
One thing that I'm proud of myself is this: I'm not fussy about what I eat. I don't have specific preferences. Yeah? You know, some men, they're very fussy about not enough this, not enough that. They want it to be exactly like their mother's cooking. it puts a lot of pressure on our wife. You know? Hey, can't you cook like my mother? I mean, it's impossible to do that. So I'm grateful that I'm not that fussy about food.
Yeah.
So whatever she cooks, I take it.
Yeah, I really appreciate everything I cook.
That's nice.
So it is always what do you call a true feedback. Yeah.
True.
Always. Because I value creativity myself. So I love that in her actually. Yeah.
Even when I was first married, I never cooked during my single day. So I keep on calling my mother how to cook this sayo, how to cook this fish. He just eat around the food I cook. I know the food was not that good.
Yeah.
You just learn, but because of his encouragement, you start to learn more, learn to cook better. You know?
So, Marjian, that means you at that point you must have gone, wow, my food's not good, and he says it's good. He must really love me.
Yeah, that's the message I want to
Right.
convey to her. Yeah, and it's a learning process.
Yeah.
I mean, for a man, we need to learn how to clean the house.
Yeah, he's very helpful in the house.
Take out rubbish.
He wash clothes.
Do washing, which I mean, it's not easy to do that. Some men think that
that's
I
woman's job.
should not be doing this. But I'm okay with all this because I feel that since we are staying together, right, we must try to make the other person happy.
He vacuum the house, clean the house.
Yes.
Take away the rubbish.
When I told my friends that I do washing, they're very surprised. You do laundry? Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, drying up the clothes
what's wrong
outside
with
there.
Yeah, for a man in his 60s who's supposed to be a bit more traditional, you're actually very modern, I think. Modern thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
My hero.
Yeah.
You should learn from Encik Bujang JD.
Yes.
No, that's why
that's
why he's my hero,
to
because I
avoid
love
any arguments, just praise your wife for her food and help with the
and
housework.
do the laundry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the laundry.
And she does ironing, and I always say thank you. Yeah. I know ironing. I personally I hate ironing clothes, but she does it so well. So I'm really grateful. Every time, for example, yesterday she got everything ironed out. I say, wow, wonderful job. Yeah, darling. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
Truly, it's showing appreciation to your spouse, right? Even after being married for so long, and her doing, I'm sure she's done your ironing for the past 42 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
my daughter-in-law was asking me, which part of the house chores you don't like, Mama? Dia kata, everything I like. I said, I like cooking, I like ironing. You know? You shouldn't feel stressed out because you are doing those chores day in, day out. You should enjoy doing it.
Yep.
Some women, they feel they are stressed out because they are doing it repetitively. That shouldn't be the way. You know, this is your job. When you marry the man, you are supposed to take care of him.
Yes.
His attire, his food.
You know, some people say this: the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So the wife that does cooking creatively will get there. There's one formula.
okay.
For the wives, for the women out there.
But for you, Encik Bujang, it's not really your stomach, right? It's your shirts. Your nicely ironed shirts. Now, in your opinion, because you said now that all your kids are all grown up, and it's only the two of you together in the house. You feel like you sayang each other more. You feel like there's more love for each other now. Do you think having children, building a family is essential to a marriage? Like JD, he doesn't plan to have children. Can couples with no children have very happy marriages? Can children be the separator of a marriage? Or does it make the marriage even stronger?
The way we look at it is we knew from very beginning that when we got married that we would be having kids. Yeah? Because I mean we feel that children are just like a glue. You know? It binds. They bind the family stronger. And we enjoy when we had them when they were very young. I studied in Scotland for a year to do my MBA. All of them was with me, and my children were very young then. It was so exciting to expose them to the Western culture, to the different seasons. I mean, those times are priceless. Kids really can warm our heart, bring us together as parents. But of course, I have friends who have children and they're still happy. I think it's okay for people. I mean, it's a choice they have to make. To me, what's important in a marriage is children or no children, both of them are happy with it. And that's the main thing.
Yeah. It's a personal choice. Yeah.
No, like our neighbor, they're a young couple. They don't have any kids. They look happy.
Yeah. So
yeah, I understand that.
They neglect their spouse after having children. That's why sometimes it's a little bit more challenging when you have children to stay happily married.
I think for us is different. We always have the big picture in front of us. Meaning we get married because of love, and that must help us through whatever turbulence or challenges we face in our life. So the idea is we don't allow issues with kids to become something which is a big issue. What we usually do is we sit down together, talk it out, and see.
A lot of talking.
Yeah, a lot of meetings, board meetings, and to find out what's the best thing to do, for the children. So that's a big thing. Because children to me can be a real joy to have in our life. Yeah.
We always have this big picture that we'll see our children graduate and then getting married, having their own family. So that is the end of the tunnel. You see the lights.
Okay. Now, in your personal opinion, what do you think is the most important thing for a couple to maintain a long-lasting marriage like yours?
Okay. Number one is communication. Because if both of us keep talking, then we understand what each other is feeling. Yeah. We may not agree on certain things, but the idea is to keep that channel open all the time. So the idea of communication is to help understand how the other person feel, how we feel, so that we can always move forward. I think it helps a lot in building trust and respect with each other. So when she talks, I listen. When I talk, she listens. So this is our expectation of each other. And we also help our children to understand that. Because when we have dinner as a family, there's talking time. Everyone can shoot, everyone can bring up any topic. Yeah. No cell phone, no WhatsApp during dinner time. It's just talking and communicating.
He talks a lot.
Yeah.
Especially to my children. They're not used to it, our menantu. Because their parents are very strict, they don't talk. So seeing him is quite different culture to them. Yeah. So they begin to talk, they begin to talk with us.
But after listening to each other talk for so long, 40 over years, still got things to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
And you know what, Belle, yeah? Some of the things like you watch this Korean drama not once but several times. Winter Sonata, for instance. but it still it bring out the same excitement. Although it's a repeat stories, you know. And that's one thing remarkable about the two of us. We have repeat stories, and our reaction is still the same.
I
It's not
love
just
it.
once. They repeat. No, oh, I was here, and yeah, we keep listening and we keep enjoying the story. I think that's one thing, and as husband and wife, we must have that spatial affinity to what the other, our wife or our husband is telling. Make them feel good. Listen and laugh at the same joke all over maybe a dozen times.
How about for
So
you?
that's one.
How about for you, Puan Marjian? What do you think is the most important thing to maintain a long-lasting marriage?
Yes, same as in communication, but you have to have respect for each other. You have to respect his opinion. So I always leave it to him for decision, any decision we make in our life. I'm not the liberated woman who always stood for their own feeling, you know, don't care about others. Sometimes kids, wives nowadays, they don't care about their children, you know. They want to divorce. They don't care about the feeling of each other. You know? So to me, it's important that we must love each other till the end.
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of younger couples find it hard to keep the love alive, you know. They feel, oh, they love each other so much in the early stages, then why after marriage, after like 5 to 10 years, suddenly what happened, you know? Where's the love now? So how did both of you keep the love alive?
You have to work on it. Nothing is on silver platter. You have to work to make it alive. You know, that love you have when you were courting. So that love must always be alive till today.
Yes. So sometimes what I do is this. I don't just buy flowers for her birthday or anniversary. Anytime I feel like buying a bouquet of flowers, I just buy it and say, oh, happy birthday. Although that's not her birthday, but say, yeah, it doesn't matter. This is your birthday anyhow. Yeah.
Sometimes we went to hotel and have dinner or lunch there buffet. You tell the staff there, oh, today is her birthday. Actually, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, today is our anniversary. So they prepare the cake. Actually, it's not.
We do all this just to ignite the passion, the romance. And I think some people take this thing for granted, you know. I mean, I know she loves being pampered. So when I come back from office with a bouquet of flowers, I know she'll really appreciate that. I mean, this is the way that we need to keep it alive. Otherwise,
you have to work on it.
We tend to take each other for granted. Yeah, you know, things are not the same as before. It's not that. Find some time in a day to rekindle that. Yeah, even simply by saying "I love you" makes a lot of difference.
A hug from him a day is like a flower blossoming. You know, he blossom. He hugged me now and then while I'm cooking or what. So,
yeah.
Even though we are old already, but he does that.
So is that the advice? What advice or what tips would you give to these newlyweds or these couples who are struggling in their marriage right now to keep the marriage alive and have a long-lasting relationship?
Well, one was that all think of when they first fell in love. Why did that happen? And when they got married, what was the reason for that? Yeah. The other is to really, you know, have what you call an understanding of the other person. Really understand the other person's behaviors, habits, and tolerate things that you may not be happy with. Tolerance is very important because each person is different. Right? I mean, we have our own unique personality. So when two persons come together, there are potential for conflict. So try not to think about what is different, but more of what is the same.
Mm.
What do we like to do together? What movies, what books, what game? No, before we had children, we used to play Scrabble every day. And then Bali from the office, Scrabble time. And we used to keep records, you know, who menang, who
when I menang, the Scrabble will fly. He doesn't like defeat.
Yeah.
He's like one of my grandchildren was saying like that. Siapa?
Sumaya. Yeah.
So bila dia kalah, he will say, I quit.
Yeah.
So that nature is in your granddaughter.
That competitive nature is always there.
Okay.
But the point is, we enjoy, you know, we actually did it almost every day. We had that, you know, in those days, we don't play Scrabble online. No apps, just one of those wooden Scrabble sets. Yeah. So those are the thing that people need to do. Because people will certainly find some differences when they live together.
Yeah.
But the idea is to tolerate those differences.
Yes.
Find a common ground. And always remind ourselves what was the reason that we got married in the first place. Why did we fall in love?
We didn't start our family immediately after marriage. We live with 1 year space. And then we started to have one.
Thank you so much for speaking to us and for giving us those lovely advice.